Hey, everybody, it's so good to see you. Even though I can't see you, I'm so excited. Part of DeafBlind awareness, and especially celebrating Holly Keller's birthday, I wanted to kind of get it from the lady that walked through the journey of my deafblindness story. Hi, Mother. How you doing? Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
When I was born, that experience that you had to go through of learning I was hard of hearing and putting my first pair of hearing aids on.
It was hard. Your speech was not developing like it normally should, and the doctor said, let's get his hearing tested first. So we had your hearing tested, found out you had a sensorineural hearing loss, and you were going to need hearing aids. Hearing that, and your 2.5-year-old is going to need hearing aids was kind of hard, but I knew I needed to be strong for you. So the day that I can still remember you sitting on my lap at Children's Hospital, the audiology department, as they were putting hearing aids on you. And I knew I couldn't cry because I had to be strong for you. But do you have any idea what it's like to keep hearing aids on a 2.5 and 3-year-old? It was a challenge.
When did you start realizing my night blindness?
Not until the incident on the soccer field when the lights went out. You never indicated that you couldn't see at night. We never suspected it.
Since you were there, talk about going to Shally Eye Center and that experience when we learned that I had Usher syndrome type 2.
I think when we went through the door, I was very optimistic, not knowing really what was going on. Maybe it was something that could be fixed. And just thinking my son's could and most likely will go blind. It's like, oh my gosh, how do you deal with that? What do you do? And, as a parent, you don't let those fears come out to your child. I don't want to say I was in denial, but we chose not to let that fear drive us.
I've always have struggled with, like when I left the home, I drove. So tell us a little about that.
Well, you drove several miles away and up in the mountains. And you know what? We just had our trust in God that He was going to take care of you. Little did we know that you were going to become legally blind during that time. If you would have been here with us when you completely realized that, I don't know that we would have handled it any differently. I know it was hard. And your little brother had to drive your car back when you got done. And then going to Helen Keller.
Mm-hmm.
After you went from Helen Keller, you went to Guiding Eyes and got your first CNI dog, Jerry. Bringing him home, knowing we had 2 cats in the house, how that was going to be. And, he did fine. The cats were more the issue, not the dog. I think Jerry got you through a lot of that time. You had a buddy that was right there by your side that loved you unconditionally.
I realized Romans 5:3-4, and I'm going to rejoice in my suffering. I'm going to persevere and build my character that has hope.
That's right.
And in my case, it was Christ. And that literally would set me down the path to overcome so many challenges.
Yeah.
But that was the first grieving.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first grieving of my blindness.
Mm-hmm.
I got married
Yes.
to my beautiful wife. We fast forward to I'm 28, and I can't see clearly on my left eye.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I moved out of the house, but as a mom, even when I'm an adult, what did you have to live through that?
I think at that point, since you weren't living in the home, you were married, just knowing that I knew you had a supportive wife that loved you unconditionally and that would be there for you. And, I just didn't dwell on it. I didn't think about it, every day. I just looked more at the big picture, thinking, Kelvin will get through this. He always does. And he'll get through it.
It's been a year.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's hard. Obviously I see you every day, and you're not able to do. You can't see the little things that you could see before. You can't see anymore. And I know you want to be independent and you want to be able to do everything on your own, but you also know you have a mom and dad and a wife and a family that is here to help you. and to give you the little, to be your eyes when it's necessary. I mean, the things that you can do, I couldn't do seeing. So, it's pretty, remarkable. And, Dad and I are proud of you, what all you've done and you've accomplished. This is just another challenge. But, I mean, look at the deafblind potter. Look at what you're doing in there. You're like a little Energizer bunny. Nothing's going to stop you.
And it's also been a year, because those that don't know, so my wife and I have been fostering kids for about 2.5 years, and our last foster kid that we had, he ran away on Father's Day. It was tough, because I was having to grieve my vision loss, and then my foster son ran away, but at the same time, I had to go through that journey to be able to get to where I'm at today. The DeafBlind Potter is not only for me to help me heal,
Right.
but it's for all of you to heal for your own pain and your own suffering and your own challenges.